All right, Doug. We know each other since a while, but it's the first time that we are actually, if I remember, seeing each other because back in 2000, I think 13, in the Montreal Horror Fest, Comic Con Horror Fest in Montreal, we screened Mimesis, if I remember. But it's the first time that we're seeing each other, so super cool to see you. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Steve, thank you so much for the opportunity. So yeah, I really appreciate it.
So like since the past week, there's a trailer going viral online because Doug Bradley is in it, and it's a movie that looks like Hellraiser and stuff. And I was watching the trailer, and I saw your name appear, and was like, "Whoa, okay, I need to talk to Doug." So can you talk to me about this film?
Sure. Yeah. The movie is called Thorns, and the impetus for the film is my love for monster movies, and specifically monster movies from the late 1970s and early 80s. I've been fascinated with films like The Thing, John Carpenter's amazing film, Clive Barker's Hellraiser, of course. And I always wanted to do a monster movie. And I felt if I was going to try to do it in this day and age, I almost felt a need to give the film an intentional retro feel, as if it was back in that era. So that's what I set out to do.
Everybody's talking about like how it looks like some kind of a prequel or sequel of Hellraiser. Was that like a first intention for marketing and stuff like that? It just appeared that like the monster are that way, and then after you went because you know Doug Bradley and you went for Doug Bradley as a role in the film.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, Doug Bradley was the perfect choice for the film. He actually plays a character very unlike his character in Clive Barker's Hellraiser. So there's an irony there. The way the trailer is assembled, it does reveal elements that make and draw parallel to some old classic horror films, but it's very much its own film. So when audiences see it, my hope is that they get the homage, to the great classics, but the film story and so much more of it will hopefully be very original and refreshing, and yet at the same time, kind of touch on nostalgia and retro.
Um, we're talking about the movie without really telling the story. Can you tell us what's the story of this film?
Sure, sure. Well, again, we say it's a monster movie, but it's set at a remote space observatory on a mountaintop in the middle of nowhere, of course, right? And a remote space observatory begins receiving radio signals from deep space, and something within the radio signal travels to the observatory, and a former priest who now works for NASA is sent to investigate when the observatory suddenly goes offline, and so we this NASA sort of compliance officer heads to the observatory to investigate, and from there. I won't give too much away, but again, it's an exciting ride, and yeah.
So you are currently in post-production of the movie. Do you have any estimate time of when you think it's gonna hit the festival circuit, or is it going to streaming right away? What's the plan?
Yeah, we're hoping to visit some festivals with the film in early 23. Um, by all accounts, we would like to attend perhaps a festival or two overseas, and then somewhere here in North America, just to build awareness for the film. and then we would love to around Halloween or October of 2023. We'd love to see it in theaters for a limited theatrical, and perhaps simultaneously it's on streaming platforms too.
So we might have a chance to see each other in real, in personal, because there's the Fantasia Film Festival here. I remember that one of your film, if I remember, it's Dark Below, that played there a
Yeah.
couple of years ago.
Yes.
So I really hope that the movie is going to be screened at Fantasia.
That would be wonderful. We think very highly of Mitch Davis and Tony Timpone. I've known for a long time. Though they're all great guys, and we'll certainly submit to the festival. And if it's the right fit, we would love to be up there, and certainly it would be a great opportunity for us to meet.
It
Finally,
would be, yeah, yes, exactly. It would be amazing. I was telling you before that, I was watching the trailer and I saw your name. I was like, whoa, okay, I need to talk to him. But like, I think a year ago, I was in my basement. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch one of many horror films that I own that I never seen, and I put Hellmaster in the VCR from
yeah,
Vinegar Syndrome, and the movie started, and I'm like, whoa, this is from Douglas too. So it's really
yeah.
really funny. It's really cool that Vinegar Syndrome gave a second life of your film, because they are a company that are putting out so many cool films.
Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome took the original negative, 35 millimeter negative, and did an amazing retransfer of Hellmaster. And yeah, we're really pleased with what they did with my very first film. Yeah.
Which I really really like. Um, Doug, thank you very much for coming to the show. I can't wait to see the movie. I really hope it's going to hit the festival circuit and everybody's going to be able to see another great film from yourself. And thank you very much for coming to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much, Steve, and we look forward to meeting down the road for sure.